Ladies and gentlemen, nice to meet you here.
Today we will be talking about cultural conflicts that is happening on social media and what we could do to use social media language effectively and avoid these culture conflicts. The aim of us is to encourage people to use social media languages in a positive way and reduce the issues that is happening. So what is the definition of social media languages, and what is the use of this? According to Languages Unlimited, social media language is a term used to describe unique vocabulary, syntax, writing style, emojis, and symbols that have emerged in social media platforms. The use of emojis is popular. It provides a visual language that can show our emotions and feelings in an effective way. Social media language has reflected the current generation's behavior. Communication of this generation is short and simple, and they don't want to spend a lot of time reading text. This also has a high correlation with numbers of users in short video platform. As these concise videos are watched, they can cause a global conflict and spread within a short time. Social media has also given rise to new words and slangs that were previously non-existent. Social media is an efficient way of communication. You can share your thoughts widely, and you can easily express your feelings with emojis. But there are also various problems. As it is used around the world, various cultures come together, and in the process, each other's misunderstanding, unwillingness, and writings that criticize their culture can spread quickly and globally.
In conclusion,
Individuals from different parts of the world with cultural differences are using social media language, and it can cause conflict on social media. Symbols and emojis can be funny, but it's also sensitive because every culture has forbidden or not allowed expression. We will talk about it in the next video.
It's important to be aware of the social media language that we are using and to understand that we are living in a world with different groups of people from different cultures. Here are some examples, and we will show how it's important to use social media language effectively. One of the problems is miscommunication.
Let's say A is from England and B is from Brazil.
B sent a message to A said, "Let's go meet in London."
And A sent an OK emoji.
Oh my god, that's insult!
come on, my friend, let's fight. Ooh.
So B could misunderstand it as A insulting him. You can see that even with a simple emoji, it could lead to misunderstanding from different cultures. People from different cultures may interpret message differently, and this can lead to unintentional offense or confusion. Even if you don't intend to say so, cultural differences can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. On the other hand, there are people who deliberately cause global problems,
Like trolling and using hate speech intentionally. If a post is hostile towards a person's race, religion, disability, sexual orientation, or gender identity, it could be viewed as a hate speech. Some individuals on social media use derogatory language and engage in hate speech targeting people from different cultures.
This can escalate conflicts and lead to online harassment and toxicity.
This is an example that has happened recently.
In the United States, perpetrators of recent white supremacist attacks have circulated among racist communities online and also embraced social media to publicize their acts. Prosecutors said the Charleston church shooter, who killed 9 black clergy and worshippers in June 2015, engaged in a self-learning process online that led him to believe that the goal of white supremacy required violent action. If you see this news, you can see the seriousness of criticizing and posting hate speech about other races on the internet, or accepting these things.
So what can we do to deal with this issue? First, we can critically evaluate information, identify bias, and respect online participation. Secondly, we can encourage users or encourage ourselves to fact-check information before sharing it, and reduce the spread of false or misleading content that could lead to conflict, or spreading positive emotions can help. Also, there are things to be careful about. In order to use the internet in the right way without causing global conflict, you need to understand the cultural context, preferences, values, and norms of your target audience. You also need to be aware of any sensitive topics, taboos, or controversies that could trigger negative reactions or backlash. For example, you should avoid using colors, symbols, images, or words that have different meanings or associations in different cultures. You can also share regular updates on language trends, new slang, or changes in social media language usage, along with tips on how to adapt and communicate effectively. By educating users, promoting understanding, and providing resources, individuals can engage with social media languages responsibly, reducing the likelihood of conflicts and fostering a more harmonious online community. The power of social media can be harnessed for good, but it can also be used to spread negativity and hate. Individuals can take responsibility by being mindful of the language they use in their posts and comments. It is important to remember that words have power and can impact others in ways we may not even realize. Also, we should be aware of the social media language that we are using, and to understand that we are living in a world with different groups of people and differences in culture. Before hitting the post button, take a moment to consider how the language you are using may make others feel.